Thanks for checking out my channel. It's been a while since we've dropped some content. I wanted to give you a quick update for those of you that have been loyal subscribers to my channel. I recently lost my dad a couple of months ago, and this has put a pause to some of the content that we're putting out as I've been spending time with my family. But I appreciate all of you that have been reaching out to me and have reached out with support. My family and I appreciate it. But now we are going to be back to putting out some content again. So I appreciate all your patience and hanging in there with me. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the minimum down payment needed to purchase a property. And this number could actually surprise you because still, after 15 years of being in this business, people are still under the impression that you have to have a 20% down payment. I don't know if that's the media that keeps perpetuating this down payment idea, or if it's the likes of guys like Dave Ramsey, but you don't need 20% to purchase a home. So make sure you stay to the very end of this video. I'm going to break down a few loan scenarios and programs so that way you feel more confident and hopefully stop waiting on the sidelines thinking you need 20%. Now, if this is the first time you're checking out my channel, you can hit the description below. There's links to more information on how to get your mortgage right. My team and I are licensed across the country. There's information on how to purchase your first home. If you need a second opinion on your mortgage, you can always reach out to myself and my team. We offer a free analysis to help you make sure that you're getting the best deal on a purchase or refinance. And if you need a pre-approval, that's what we're here for. That's why we do these videos. We're more than happy to get you qualified, to get you going on your home journey. Now, one of the things that I want to point out first with buying a house is that there are so many down payment assistance programs all across the country. Now, some of these can be trade-based. For example, there are some programs where if you are a doctor or dentist or you're in the medical field, there are programs specifically for folks like that. There's also programs specifically designed for teachers. So if you are in a trade or a first responder or anything like that, I would reach out locally and just see who has some of these programs available. You could literally just do a simple Google search and you could see unions and just things that are available for you and resources that are out there. But generally speaking, you can put 3.5% down on an FHA loan. FHA loans are really great for first-time home buyers because the guidelines are a lot more lenient than conventional mortgages. Now, on an FHA loan, this may vary from lender to lender, but generally speaking, you can have at least a 580 credit score and you can still purchase a home. Now, you may think, now a lot of times I hear the rebuttal is that, well, 580, then I'm going to have a really high interest rate. The interest rate doesn't vary much on an FHA loan because the government designed this for first-time home buyers and for those that have marginal credit. So you don't have to have a 740 credit score in order to purchase a home. What I've always recommended is if you are at a 600 or a 640, take a look and seeing what does that actually qualify you for, because a good lender will walk you through some scenarios, for example, and say, look, Shane, if you were to pay off some of these credit cards, your credit score could go from a 640 to maybe a 700. And at a 700, these options may be available to you. That's the type of stuff that a loan officer should be doing for you, not just spitting out a pre-approval and telling you to go shop and find your house. They should be giving you strategies on how to help you get into your property. Whether you're ready to buy today or you're setting yourself up for maybe a year or two down the road, because a lot of times our clients are not ready today because they are paying off debt, or maybe they're trying to save up a little more money just to have a little more of a nest egg before they do decide to purchase, which is totally fine. No one should force you to buy a house. But remember, FHA only requires 3.5% down. And here's a cool thing with this is that you can actually get a gift. So if you had, let's say, some family members or a rich uncle, maybe that has some money and they wanted to gift you money towards buying a home, they could absolutely do that. I've even seen employers gift their employees money towards buying a home as well. I think the whole thing with buying a house comes down to just being resourceful, whether you're doing a Google search or talking to a loan officer or even a real estate agent that can point you in the right direction so that way you understand what's out there. So we got down payment assistance programs that can literally cover your whole down payment to buy a house. You've got FHA, which is 3.5% down. Now, if you're looking at a conventional loan, you can put 3 to 5% down. And again, it doesn't take 20%. So get that thought out of your mind that you need 20% down. Conventional mortgages are a little tougher to qualify for when it comes to financing. Not completely out of the box where you need 740, but you won't be able to do a 580 credit score. So if you're probably going to be somewhere in the 640 and above range, you want to start maybe looking at conventional loans. But this isn't something that you have to shop for personally. This is something that your loan officer should be able to show you that the difference difference between going with an FHA loan, going with a conventional loan. That way you can see how it breaks down on paper and you can decide for yourself what makes the most sense for you. Now, there are some advantages and disadvantages to FHA and conventional loans, but I've covered that in other videos and maybe we'll drop that again for you in the future. So stay tuned for that video if we decide to shoot that. But a conventional loan, again, 3 to 5% down. You don't need 20% in order to purchase a primary residence. But if you are thinking about buying a vacation home, investment property, then yes, you will have to put a larger down payment because there's just more risk to those deals. And that's how Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac assess those types of loans. So on those loans, on second homes and investment properties, you're looking at least 20, if not 30% down. So just a big difference when it comes to the occupancy. But I will forewarn you, do not lie to your lender about the occupancy of the house. Don't say that you're living in the home when you're truly buying it as a rental property. That's called loan fraud. And unless you want to get in trouble for something like that, you want to steer clear of that. I've had clients in the past that have tried to tell us that they were buying a home as a primary residence. And our fraud departments have been able to uncover the fact that they were lying on their application. So this happens, folks. Make sure that if you truly intend to live in the home, that you are doing that. Don't defraud the bank simply because you want to put less money down and get into another rental property. That's a big red flag and you just want to stay away from that altogether. Now, these last two programs I'll share with you are super unique because they allow for 100% financing. So for all of our veterans and active duty service members out there, we thank you for your service. Utilize your VA eligibility to purchase a home. So many veterans to this day still do not use their eligibility or they don't even know it exists. If you are in the military or you qualify and you have your certificate, you can qualify for 100% financing, which means no money down. You can put absolutely no money down for a down payment and you can purchase a home. You can get the seller to cover your closing costs. There's so many rebates that are out there. For example, I'm a part of the Homes for Heroes network. So we do offer discounts to heroes all over the country. It's a really cool organization that our number one focus is to give back to heroes out there. And I know there's a lot of military groups out there that are very active to help veterans purchase and become homeowners. And I personally work with a lot of real estate agents too that were in the military and they love working with veterans to help them become homeowners and really give back to them as well. So definitely don't sit on the sidelines if this is you, because there's a lot of people out there that have your back and really want to help you achieve homeownership and start building wealth. The other program that allows for 100% financing is USDA financing. So this is if you're purchasing a home in a more rural type area. So if you actually go to the USDA website, you can actually look up addresses if you're searching and you kind of have seen some stuff online to be able to see if they qualify for that type of financing or not. And again, no money down. It's 100% financing, which is really cool because again, this whole myth of thinking you need 20% down, you don't need it. So those 4 programs right there, you can literally get into a home for under 5%. And if not, we do have some options. The VA, the USDA, and even the down payment assistance programs that can cover everything for you as far as your down payment goes. Remember, we're not talking about closing costs and anything else. This is strictly down payment. So being able to buy a house does not take a lot of money to buy. You just have to be a little more resourceful. Hopefully this video can inspire you to reach out to a loan officer to get you in the right direction, maybe get you qualified and start shopping for a home sooner than what you thought. Share this with a friend who could use some help with their home buying journey. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one.